I've got a theory that one of the reasons why people feel like this outbreak, this pandemic, has brought out the worst in society is because they've never worked retail, ever. Like, I'm pretty sure that's exactly why people are so surprised when they find out that a large chunk of civilization is actually a complete bunch of arseholes. So if you've ever worked retail, then you would have at some point come across what is colloquially known as a Karen. It's one of those people who are so self-entitled that they feel that by bitching and screaming and moaning and making as much noise and as much of a scene as possible, that they will get what they want. And 9 times out of 10, they do. Most large companies actually have a policy of basically shut them up and get them out the door so that you don't have to deal with them anymore. And their big sort of go-to threat is, I'm going to leave you a bad review, or if you're from New Zealand, I'm going to go to fair go. Which is really stupid, because nobody's going to care that you didn't listen or pay attention or that you're being an asshole and you're not the center of the universe. But because we've trained these loud, obnoxious people in settings like retail to go out there and bitch and moan to get what they want, when a pandemic comes along and everyone's told, hey, just be nice to each other, stay away from everyone, lock yourself up for a couple of months so that this can pass, nobody is spreading the virus, you're going to get those self-entitled idiots out there making the most possible noise, because that is always how they have gotten exactly what they want. Suddenly it's not about demanding what they want in a store to get their own way. It's not about expired coupons or leaving bad reviews on Google and Facebook. It's because they see themselves as freedom fighters like William Wallace, who are out there fighting for your freedom from the tyranny of government. When in reality, they're just acting like spoilt little brats. And everybody knows what you should do with spoilt little brats. You do what you can to teach them that the behaviour is wrong. Which is one of the reasons why my suggestion is actually pretty simple. Don't let arseholes be arseholes this year. 2022 should be the year that we snap back and tell arseholes what they're doing and putting them in their place and making damn sure that they know that their behaviour and their actions aren't acceptable anymore. And to be fair, it's actually a pretty simple change. The way to get around this, the way to make this work, is with brutal honesty. If you have a Karen show up at your shop throwing a tantrum because you can't do what exactly they want or what they think they're entitled to, tell them, be brutally honest. If you have, say, a religious sect leader who's been arrested 3 times for organising mass protest events during lockdowns designed to keep people safe, who then goes on and does a sermon about how he's going to steal vaccination buses from schools and blow them up, call them out on it. Don't just give them press coverage saying this is what they're saying. Call them out on being an arsehole. And it's up to all of us to do that, and that's not an easy thing to do. And look, this isn't going to be easy. For the majority of people, the idea of sitting there and doing something to upset someone else doesn't come easy. But there's a growing group of people who feel that being louder and obnoxious makes them right. And it doesn't. And it's time that they stopped acting like spoilt little brats and we started putting them in their place. And sometimes that means being a bit shorter and sharper with them. But the rules to being able to get away with this, to make this work, are actually pretty simple. You don't have to be an arsehole to arseholes to tell them where to go and to put them in their place. But you have to be confident and you have to be right and have facts to back up what it is that you're saying and know when to walk away. Because, like most of these sort of people who get all upset about things that aren't really that important or that they have no control or knowledge over, or who think they know more than they actually do, they don't like to be wrong and they will not admit it. So, be confident, be bold, and make sure you know when to walk away to protect yourself, your mental health, as well as your physical health in some cases. But most importantly, stand up for being yourself, for not being treated like crap, and for not being bullied into doing what some arsehole wants you to do. That's my advice for 2022. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that because this video's taken way too long to put together for my liking, to be honest, and I'm getting kind of hungry. I will catch you guys all next time. Ka kite anō.